on that I don't own.
It's like yeah. What can I say? I don't really know how to describe the scene in front of me, other than it's been a total disaster. It's like we've never done a Facebook Live before.
Out of practice.
We've absolutely ballsed it up right at the beginning.
Yeah.
But anyway, welcome everybody. Welcome to a Welsh Football Fans Facebook
Oh, we're
Live.
live.
We are live. We are. Yeah.
Oh no!
I was hoping to catch you with your top off, but I couldn't go live in time, so we missed
top off. Not
we
bad.
missed the sight of you walking around topless. Anyway, welcome everybody to Welsh Football Fans Facebook Live of your Thursday evening, where we're here for a live watch along for the Nations League draw. I am, of course, still Alex Feeney, and I'm joined this evening by the genius behind the Alt Wales movement, a man who once came third in a Ryan March lookalike contest. It is Ryan March. Thank you very much, Ryan. Thank you. Lovely to see you. And also joining us this evening is a man who came second in that Ryan March lookalike contest, which really shows you how appalling the judging was. But we know him as John Morgan because he is, in fact, John Morgan.
Good evening, everyone.
Yeah. Still joining us from Eastgate Media Towers, where he's just been putting the finishing touches to the FC Cymru football special. Let's wait for him to.
He's still putting those finishing touches on as well.
Still putting those finishing touches. There he is. Hello, Lawrence Moore, everybody. Lawrence Moore is joining us on Welsh Football Fans this evening. Welcome.
Hiya, lads. How are you?
Hello.
Yeah, we are here for the Nations League draw. So, quick question to you all. Can you remember what happened in the last Nations League other than we got promoted? Can any of you remember?
I watched it all from my house.
Yep.
And we scored a lot of late goals from what I remember. And they were all terrible games. I think the Finland game was all right from what I remember. We scored more than one in that, didn't we?
Yeah. Well, the Finland game was the one that got it all started, didn't we? We were like,
the Finland game was it was the last one. It was like 3-1, was it?
Yeah.
They did get I think they got an early red card. Maybe.
Yeah,
We'll go with it.
They definitely did. So... Yeah. And then we absolutely battered them. It was a really good performance. I think it was really weird. I think most of the games, I think they were all behind closed doors, weren't they?
Yeah,
started off, in Finland away, and Kiefer Moore bundled in.
James pretty much announced himself in that game, didn't he?
Yeah. No, I think he'd already sort of announced himself a little bit earlier than that. But yeah,
Slovakia home,
Slovakia home.
Slovakia home, of course.
But it was really, really odd. Nico Williams scored, didn't he?
It was
Johnny
Nico.
Williams. Johnny Williams.
Williams.
Didn't they swap over as well? Nico set Johnny up for another goal.
Yeah.
He goes. See, we
don't
want
and we had the token 0-0 against Republic of Ireland.
Well, it's got to be done. I mean,
it
wouldn't be the same without it.
I can't remember the home game. Did we draw
against the Republic of Ireland? We won.
I remember did we?
Yeah.
Wasn't it a dreadful game as well?
They all are against the Republic of Ireland, other than the one.
Yeah, we played all right, I think, in the home game. It was one. What I remember from that one was that the guy who was marking Bale, who was his old mate from Spurs, actually picked up tested positive for COVID after the game, but Bale didn't. Because he didn't get close enough to Bale for 90 minutes. There was no way. However, they did go off sort of like shaking hands and stuff. And we were like, oh my God.
Yeah.
But yeah.
It all seems such a long time ago. And here we are then, the start of. I mean, we've literally had an entire UEFA European Championships and a World Cup campaign, and we've secured a playoff in the World Cup playoffs.
Yep.
Like that. That's what we've done.
Right.
Yes.
Well, without fans.
Anyway, so this is so what we thought we'd do this evening then is while the draw is happening then, because you know how these draws are, they're like really, there's like a lot of, so I'm looking at the screen now, I'm not quite sure who it is that's on screen, but he's giving some sort of chat. Oh, actually, no, I do. Is it Juan Mata?
No, it's Pedro Pinto or something his name was.
Oh, right, okay. So there's a lot
Pinto.
of there's a lot of UEFA just sort of stretching it out. It's just like, just get to the balls, guys.
Listen, I have to say that, like, given that we've been doing a lot of draws recently, haven't we, for FC Cymru, for like the Welsh Cup and things like that?
Yeah.
Like, you've got to do a little bit before you do it. You've got to have a little bit of fun, you know. We've been out to, like, for the Welsh Cup, we went out to Porthcawl, and we went up to Ynys Môn and things like that. And so to
but we made it fun and interesting, though.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I mean, look, they got Pedro Pinto. He sounds like a Portuguese Santa.
Yeah,
He just there's nothing exciting going on. There's no
Abigail
comedy.
Davis hiding in the boot of a car in Nathaniel Carr showroom. No, they didn't. Okay, that's what we did.
That was it. By the way, Ryan, that's a lovely mic you've got there. You've got all professional, mate.
I've had
This.
this for a while.
Evan Williams says, Marchie got a new mic, has he? All right.
She had a shot, but yeah, there it is.
Christmas has come early. Good man, good man.
31 quid off eBay.
Ooh.
Bargain. Absolute bargain. Well done, mate. Well done. Well done.
Stretching the budget.
Yep. So, Ryan. Well, I mean, we need to pad as well because we're still not doing it. Actually, no. I just got to read that. I was talking to John about this because he actually turned up on time to the meeting today.
Impressive.
I just want to.
I would have been here if I had a link, but there
somebody didn't send in the link. So I just wanted to read out to you then. So bear in mind, this is on UEFA's website. So it's like on the UEFA website. So there's latest updates and there's history, blah blah blah, and draws and the procedure. Okay, This is how exciting this is going to be this evening. Okay. Right, all 55 UEFA member associations participate in the 2022-23 UEFA Nations League and are divided into the 4 leagues based on the 2022-23 UEFA Nations League access list, which is Annex C of the UEFA Nations League competition regulations.
I think I was switched off, Al.
Yeah.
The access, bear with me, it gets better. The access list has been compiled based on the team's results in the 2020-21 UEFA Nations League, including promotion and relegation between the leagues and pending the results of the UEFA Nations League 2020-2021 finals and the relegation playouts. It's literally how can you make football sound so shit?
Easy.
That's what UEFA do.
Yeah. Give it to UEFA.
I'm going to skip ahead. The
They're like the
16
Chris
teams
Whitney of the
allocated to
world.
League A are divided into 4 draw pots as follows. Pot 1 will contain the 4 best-ranked teams, i.e. the teams ranked 1st to 4th.
Oh, would have thought that.
It's
The best ranked
bulletproof.
teams were 1st to 4th.
And
They
it
should
goes on.
They need
It
a
goes on.
curveball in there.
It just anyway. So that's why we're filling because that's what we're having to deal with. It's just basically.
We're here for the balls up, aren't we?
We're here
for the balls up. What we want is another
That's what we're
mistake.
bloody here for.
Like last week.
Do we know if they're drawing League D first, or have we got to sit through everything, or they're doing A first? Because it could be a long old night if they're doing D first.
Get the beers in, lads. It's going to be a long evening.
It's a really good point. I didn't actually check whether or not they're going to be doing it from bottom to top.
Even UEFA
must
know that there's not an audience in Kazakhstan.
Let me know. Can I let you into a little secret, right? So the FAW have called a bit of a Rob Page reaction presser, which is going to be done via Zoom. Anyway, that's scheduled for 5:45. So I'm assuming they're thinking it's going to be done by 5:45.
Okay.
Very
a
wishful.
lot of people are going to be asking Rob Page his thoughts on the Gibraltar versus San Marino tie-up or whatever.
That could be quite entertaining, mind.
Hey, should we ask everybody what they'd like to see as a draw?
Well, actually, so I'm very glad that you raised that because I just thought I'd pull up. So we shared this earlier this week then. So Lawrence and I had a high-level executive board meeting where we discussed what would the group of dread look like and what would the group of dreams look like. So this is what we came up with from our group of dread then, because we didn't want Belgium and Denmark because we kind of feel that we've been there and done that. You know, and also the Alca. But then again, last 4 games against Belgium, what is it? 2 wins, a defeat, and a draw.
It's not bad results.
I mean, I kind of think we've proved a point.
Yeah.
Then Denmark, obviously, I don't really feel the need to play Denmark ever again. And obviously, I don't need England in my life ever. Yep. So that was kind of the group of dread that we came up with, and then we decided, well, what would a dream group look like? And it got a bit sort of contentious there, because so we kind of settled on this: Spain, Portugal, Poland. We have been picked up on Poland, and also asked why we haven't got Germany or France in there. So,
I mean, for me, that is my feelings exactly on both sides. Mainly because I want the Spain-Portugal doubleheader in June. That's the one, isn't it? Yeah. The Iberian doubleheader in June away.
Oh my god, that'd be amazing.
Because let's be honest, football-wise, there's no easy draws, really, is there?
Which is what you want, because we're in the top flight.
Yeah, so. Exactly.
You've earned it, haven't you?
So if we're not going to get a good football draw, then we've got to get a good trip draw, and that's the best trip, because I've never been to Poland. I think it's been 17 years I saw earlier since we last played them.
Wow.
So Spain we haven't played competitively since the 80s. No. And I looked the other day, Portugal, the last time we played them away was in 2000. So again, I haven't been. So we've only ever played Portugal once competitively, which was the semi-finals of the Euro. So
I never knew that.
It's a fresh group, isn't it? And we didn't have Aaron Ramsey.
This is that's the type of stuff you need now. That is the type of knowledge you need. I'm glad that somebody
did some research before.
I've just got a lot of time on my hands.
So this is these are the pots then. So this is who we could end up with. Then obviously, so we're in pot 4 then. So we don't get Austria, Hungary, Czech Republic then. So there's Portugal, Holland, Germany, Denmark, Poland, Croatia, Switzerland, England, then France, Spain, Belgium, Italy. I wouldn't mind Italy.
No.
Any of them in pot 1 is a decent trip. I'd probably rather not get France, because I've spent too much of my life in France the last 10 years.
Wales fans, June in France.
Yeah.
Could that be like a nice
Spain or Italy though is better, isn't it?
Yes. Spain or Italy, that would be. Belgium.
Yeah.
See you later.
Yeah, and then
not a bad trip, Belgium, but
not a bad trip.
We've
done
them
pot 2, Portugal. I'd like Portugal, Holland or Germany.
Holland, though. I mean, Holland away. I'm just saying that could be very interesting.
Yeah, it'd be fun.
The thing about Holland and Germany is they've just got loads of good cities, and the transport's good, so it's just easy to do, isn't it? Like,
you want something to test you. You want something that's really going to put you on your.
To be fair, we haven't got any like seriously dodgy sort of like Eastern European countries in there, but like Holland, it's just like Amsterdam's a good. Rotterdam's really good. Like I've been to Utrecht and Arnhem, and they're both really good places. So there's no harm in that. Germany as well.
You know what you're going to get with those trips almost. You almost want like Portugal and Spain, a bit of a surprise with it.
Defeat is what we're going to get with all of them.
Just imagine Spain in like Seville or Valencia in June.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
God, imagine the after sun that'd be needed to be used on all those fans.
Play it on Ibiza.
Yeah. Oh, that'll be tremendous. Yeah. Then pot 3, England, Poland, Switzerland, Croatia. I don't feel the need to go to Croatia again. It was lovely, but we've kind of done that.
Well, it depends where they're going to play it. Like,
Osijek, up at the
really, really rough. Like to try and go to Osijek. Oh, come on. But if it was in Split, that'd be absolutely fantastic, wouldn't it? Or even Zagreb was beautiful.
Zagreb was pretty cool, but the wise ones, they went to Split beforehand, didn't they? They went there first.
I barely spent 24 hours in Zagreb in the last game, so I thought it was really good. So I wouldn't be against Croatia, especially if they don't play it in Osijek.
We went to the Museum of Broken Hearts, Al, didn't we?
We did. We went to the Museum of Broken Hearts, and we had a really nice Vietnamese meal. As you do in Zagreb. Classic Croatia, yeah.
It was beautiful. Yeah, it was really nice. I'd love to go back there. It looks a really cool city, just kind of that perfect size so you can get around it really easy. You can be in the old town, loads of good places to drink, loads of history to see. I could go back to Zagreb.
Yeah. Right, I feel like we need to catch up on the comments then. So Alan Roberts, Alan, welcome back. Lovely to see you once again. Spain, Italy, Germany, Poland. It's good. That's the thing, it really is good. Doesn't really know where you go. It doesn't, whoever comes out, it's just going to be fabulous. By the way, you're not missing anything on the live stream. By the way, I know it's a watch along, but literally, it's just old white men talking. That's all it is. It's kind of like this, but with suits.
Fair play.
Right. So Gareth Jones says Portugal, Spain, back-to-back away. They're in Croatia, but not in Osijek in June. Quite agree with you there. Hridian, who's watching on YouTube, because we are live across Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook, actually.
Wow, that's a thing.
It is a thing. Yeah, look at that. Hridian wants Italy, world-class. Denmark, we have some revenge. And England, well, because it's so long overdue.
No.
I'm not ready. Gareth Hughes, Brooksy late winner. He's referring to our conversation about what happened in the Nations League last time out. Richie's just gone Welsh. That was Aled's comment after I read out how the draw would proceed and what UEFA have actually written on their website. Dave Strawbridge has smart. I think he's been ironic. And where the hell has John got that jumper from? Don't keep it to yourself.
But I'll be honest, it's probably from some back trader, something dodgy, probably like 2 for a $10 job.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of love for it. John Young.
There's a lot of love for it. Yeah.
Where did you get it from? Yeah. That Welsh Christmas jumper is amazing, says Tyler. Yep. David talking about going to Holland. Yep, you know you're going to get stoned.
Aled,
on with Spain and Portugal, I'd end up as a tomato. Kevin Williams reminded us of the fans game in Croatia, which was pretty awesome. And Zach Shelton says, do you play one team or is it groups?
Yeah, you play groups. So home and away. There's 4 games taking place in June, and then there's 2 games taking place in the September window, and then it's the World Cup, and we're all off to the World Cup.
Oh, yeah, that'd be interesting.
Obviously.
But
Harry Robertson says, I want Netherlands. It'd be tough, but it'd be nice for us living in the Netherlands to get to see us play there. Says Harry, which is a fair point, Harry, if entirely selfish.
Yeah, all about you, Harry. All about you, mate.
All about you. Right then. So, hang on. Some sort of explanation of the. So basically, they've taken all of that crap that's on the website and they have turned it into some sort of wonderful motion graphic animation where they're explaining everything. It's really not very exciting. No, it's literally no better than when I read it out. We're still missing absolutely nothing. Right. So I suppose that we should take this opportunity then to ask Ryan March then of Alt Wales, how is Alt Wales going and what's going on in Alt Wales? And are you alternative enough yet?
Yeah, I think we're looking good. It's been a really good year. Winding down now for Christmas. It's been a mad few weeks. So yeah, it's all good. Four fanzines were released, which was nice. You can still buy them all on the website, alternativewales.com/shop. Got to be done. Podcast is going from strength to strength. If you want to see me talking more nonsense or listen to me talking more nonsense, then you can find that in all the usual places. And
it must be truly embarrassing for you, though, Ryan, that neither myself nor Lawrence have actually been on your podcast. You've been on this 3 times.
Well, maybe I'll have to return the favour, but unfortunately, Tommy Couse and Rodri have become part of the furniture.
That's true.
I can't. Are you feeling left out, Alex? Are you feeling left out?
I can't seem to get rid of them.
I'm really upset then.
It's absolutely fine. I was just going to segue into the punchline that it's fine because we decided that Tommy Couse was a better presenter in FC Cymru anyway. So
there you go. Hey, I gave him his break.
Did.
By the way, they're drawing League D now, so let's get comfortable.
Oh, bloody hell. Who's even in League D? Come on.
San Marino and Latvia have just been drawn in separate groups.
Oh, God.
I didn't realise as well in March there's playoffs between Group C and Group D. So Kazakhstan play like Cyprus or something, and the winner goes to Group C and the loser stays in Group D. I found out earlier while doing my limited research.
Oh my God, what a crap prize that is.
I tell you what, though, this is like this is very much a group of fun, isn't it? Like there are some amazing Wales away trips here, like Moldova and all that kind of stuff. Kazakhstan.
I wouldn't go back to Moldova.
If I went to, I'd have to do Transnistria for the whole time. It was that good. Transnistria was. See, Kazakhstan or Moldova have just been drawn in, so they'll play each other.
Or Estonia.
Yeah, very odd.
Yeah.
Imagine how good the Nations League would be if it was around in like the 2000s when we were shit.
Oh, imagine the places we could have gone.
Yeah, I know. I feel like we've missed out
in the world, and
yeah.
We're looking forward to trips to
Now we're
Kazakhstan,
stuck.
Andorra, and Malta.
That
Oh
was
God, we're going to
stuck
get
with
beaten by all of
Italy or France.
Isle of Man away.
Oh God, it's just so boring.
Could you could you imagine it during the Bobby Gould years?
Oh, I'm
Oh
sorry,
my
that would have
God.
been brilliant.
Although
Bobby's going to-
half of these countries didn't exist when Bobby Gould was manager.
That's true, actually. Isn't it?
Well, but didn't they exist as other
Passport
countries?
draw.
They did exist as other countries. They weren't just like not on the map.
Like, yes.
and like Finland, which still doesn't exist.
Oh my word, Bobby Gould in charge. I'd love to see something like that happen again.
No, you wouldn't, John.
No, just for like a sabbatical sort of period. Just go, do you know what? Look, the fans need something to giggle about. Just get him in for like a
We do
period.
that after we've qualified for a World Cup, or
Yeah.
you know, like
Yeah, if it's like Bobby Gould doing some sort of like Masters League or something, that'd be fun. Like Welsh, you know.
Oh, Welsh Masters football.
Masters League.
Yeah.
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 Him and John Hartson wrestling on the pitch at like 55 and 60.
Eddie Jones still playing. Yeah.
Perfect.
Easy.
There you go. And and what's his name in goals? The guy who shaved 50 in his head. And
Paul Jones.
Paul Jones. Thank you.
Oh, sorry, but if you ever remember that game and you saw the haircut, you knew something bad was happening.
You knew it was going to get rough.
You knew we were going to get battered. I mean, how old was he there? He must have been like pushing like
late 30s.
30s or mid 30s or something. And he shaved a dragon in his head. I mean, I'm all up for it when you're like 14 and 15. You might have a line in your hair. You might have like a night tick at the back of your head. But to shave a dragon in your head as a national goalkeeper, you deserve to let goals in after that.
5-1, wasn't it? Ended up.
You say that there's you say that there's a line that you shouldn't cross when it comes to things like that, John.
What?
Yeah, they're literally like a line you just should never like put in your head.
I mean, bear in mind that you are offered if somebody was willing to. Oh no, actually no, it wasn't that way around, was it? You were offering to pay for somebody to have Gareth Bale riding a unicorn tattooed on themselves somewhere, didn't you? I should remember that.
Is
Is that offer still open, by the way?
Yeah, the offer's still open. If somebody
Right.
wants if somebody genuinely wants Gareth Bale riding a unicorn tattooed on them, I will pay for it. And even as far as Paul Jones, it goes out there to Paul Jones. If
I've
Paul
just,
Jones gets that tattoo, I'll get the hair shaved just like he did.
No, okay.
I was just been past some breaking Gareth Bale news actually by Dave, who's still here in the office.
Oh, yeah.
He's tested positive for COVID.
That's he.
Part of the plan.
I feel like this is the Tom Hanks of this strain. Do you know what I mean? You know when it's like, oh, it's fine, and then Gareth Bale's got it. It's like, oh no, now we're fucked, aren't we?
Yeah, this is it. Yeah, we were just playing with you before. Now, guys. Now,
Yeah. Now we're really fucked. Sorry,
Yeah.
it's not 9 o'clock yet.
It's absolutely fine.
It's 9 o'clock somewhere anyway.
Amen.
See?
Yes, well done, John. And I'm so glad that you are, as ever, I am thankful that you are
Science.
a teacher.
I'm telling you now, though, with Bale, it's part of the plan.
Do you actually know it's worse
It
than that?
is.
Actually, it's
Another
worse
10
than
days
that.
off over Christmas. Poor old. He probably gets a
Oh, I
COVID
got
one.
that.
It's a positive one.
Was
Yeah,
that
that's it.
Guy Mendieta? Is that
Yes.
what Mendieta's doing nowadays?
Yeah.
No,
he doing?
Mendieta is also DJing, and I saw him
Stop
DJing.
it.
Genuinely,
Shut up.
I saw him do a DJ set in Cardiff Bay the day of the Champions League final, and it was one of the best DJ sets I've ever seen.
Really?
He was
Really?
playing like all like 70s and 80s bangers. Like,
Who does
Ah,
that?
yeah.
yeah, if Mendieta went did a DJ set in a club, I would go. And I don't go to DJ sets, but he was that good.
That good.
That's a claim, that is. I don't go to DJ sets, but when Mendieta's there, I do.
Yeah. There you go. He's doing a DJ set in London. He did one.
You're on it, searching.
Yeah, on the 22nd of October, he did a DJ night called Scared to Dance at the Victoria. So he does. We'll be playing post-punk, indie pop, new wave, and 60s music. From the likes
that
of Joy
variety.
Division, Talking Heads, David Bowie, The Cure, etc., etc.
There we
Post-
go.
What a great list.
Post-punk is just 80s pop music, isn't it?
Essentially,
Yeah.
Yeah.
dark 80s rock.
Try and make it sound
80s
cool by
music.
calling it post-punk. It's just 80s synth. Anyway,
Yeah.
right, back to the. We've got some time to kill. As they're still doing
pot
Group
C now.
3. We're moving up. We're moving
Yeah.
up. Right, where were we on the comments? Oh no, Harry, we've done you. Bugger off. Alan Roberts has simply said Brookway.
I like
Brockway.
that.
Now, at Brockway, we were trying to get what's his name, Derek Brockway, to come and play the fans game.
Of course.
And
Of course, because you had a fans game before. You had a fans versus fans game before.
Fans versus fans.
Before the
Belarus.
Belarus game. That was
Belarus
it.
game, yeah.
The Belarus game, yeah.
It was a shambles in the best way possible. But there were some horrific challenges that luckily weren't investigated by the police because they were close to being GBH.
And some awful diving as well.
I heard about the awful diving. I heard one of the dives was so late they'd have time to get in the car, go home, and flop over on the lounge floor.
I'm not sure about that. Not sure about a dive, but gamesmanship, I think they call it.
Let's go with that then. Let's go with that.
Yeah.
It was the Tim Hartley challenge on Girl Like Sarah, which still makes me like.
Yeah.
Oh no, Tim! Oh yes.
Oh dear.
I think you got the evidence though with Chopper versus Tommy Couse.
Yeah.
It
was.
There's a meeting of minds and talents.
It's the face as well, the two arms.
It's just amazing.
Proper on a cross.
Right. Did Hartley poleaxe McCready?
Oh yeah, full on went through her.
Unbelievable.
And not like that.
That's just like a meeting of small ginger, isn't it? It's just like red hair flying everywhere.
It was one of them where like you could see it coming and everyone just sort of winced, like no. And then it happened.
Don't do it.
Oh, he has.
Oh, Hartley. Honestly, man. Honestly.
Heartless.
Reese Donaldson. We'd love to get Poland, says Reese. Simon Emmanuel. How lovely. Okay, that's good to see you back. Merry Christmas. I wouldn't mind seeing Neville Southall versus Bobby Gould in a straight-up game of British Bulldogs.
Wow.
Big Nev would run all over him all day long.
Not for long, though. I can imagine.
He's just got a one sprint in him. That's it.
Yeah.
One punt and he's done.
Yeah. We had British Bulldog was banned at my school in the end.
Yeah, same year.
Yeah.
Still played it.
Yeah.
What is it? What a game.
Sorry, I literally had nothing more further to contribute.
Can I just comment on how I wish we were in Group C right now? Because there's a group with Belarus, Azerbaijan, and Kazakhstan in.
Oh my word!
You see, this is the problem with getting good.
Northern Ireland have got Kosovo, Greece, and Cyprus or Estonia, which is an absolutely amazing group.
Greece and Cyprus is a double header.
See, that's the stuff dreams are made of.
So are you guys started to slowly build the case in your own minds that we need to be a bit shit again?
Well,
if we get a World Cup under our belts, we've done a World Cup then, and then we
feel like
just being shit for the rest of the time.
But we can do it on a technicality though.
Yeah, well,
we can be crap in the Nations League and be great at the Euros and great at the World Cup. Now that is the ticket.
Here's an idea for you now. We win, we qualify for the World Cup, we have a good time, at least get to the knockouts, yeah? And then we do an Australia and change continents. So we start qualifying for Africa, play in the AFCON.
See, I have said, thank you, Ryan Marsh.
Botswana away.
I said this years ago.
Botswana on a Tuesday night. Happy days.
We should join.
Djibouti and Eritrea.
Djibouti
and Eritrea double header.
I always thought we should join CONCACAF. I mean, who have we got to deal with there? Costa Rica and Mexico.
Yeah.
The main problem is there are no easy jet flights to these places. That's the issue.
Imagine an away day in El Salvador. Someone would get murdered.
Somebody would
genuinely get murdered.
Somebody would find
a group of people wouldn't come back.
A group of them would set off on an old Austin Montego from Dover, and they'd travel down through Europe, across to get to Gibraltar. They go across the ferry into Northern Africa, and then they get a ship via the the Azores or something, the Caymans, and then they'd suddenly arrive 6 weeks later in Ecuador. It'd be amazing.
Yeah. So that's what I think.
Yeah.
is we'll go and play in Africa, CONCACAF, anywhere, Asia, Turkmenistan away.
What
They
about
should do like
Panama?
a,
What are they in?
Who?
Panama.
They're
They're
CONCACAF.
CONCACAF.
CONCACAF, yeah.
Yeah, go into that one then, because they'd be brilliant to go away. Imagine that.
You've got all the Caribbean as well in CONCACAF, haven't you?
Mm.
Ooh.
Yeah, there's like
Saint-
6 million
Saint Kitts and
islands.
Nevis.
Oh, Barbados away.
Yeah,
Saint
you
Lucia.
see? No, you're thinking. No, you see?
Antigua.
St. Kitts.
People think that I'm not thinking. Honestly, I am just genius ideas all the time flowing out of me.
We've played one before. Trinidad and Tobago.
Trinidad, yeah.
We have played them, haven't we?
Oh, that was a tremendous game, wasn't it? Up at Wrexham. The last thing that Ben Woodburn did that anybody remembered.
One pitch me and my dad have for FIFA, which we've always said, is what they should do for the World Cup, is just do it like the FA Cup, where they just put everyone in a hat
Draw
and you
man.
just get draw home and away.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't actually have a finals. You just like through the course of a 2-year period. You just
2-year period, no seeding, everyone in a hat, and then every international break, boom. Wales versus Thailand away.
Amazing.
The World FA Cup.
But
I reckon
you know
that
what?
would get some
That
views.
would-
That would.
But it's the same as like third round FA Cup day, isn't it? You always go, who we gonna get? Who we gonna get?
Republic of Ireland
Preston at
home.
Yeah.
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 Oh god. Who we got? Northern Ireland at home. Oh.
Stuff of dreams.
Yeah. The last one game we get knocked out. Oh, they're on to B.
They
I'm
are
not
on to
getting
B.
into it.
Yeah. I'll
This
need
This is
Yeah.
where we used to be.
They're
This
not
is where we
hanging
used to be.
around you, to be fair.
No, crack on.
They are cracking
Done
on,
in the
yeah.
next 10 minutes, can they?
Jody Harris says, excellent. That would be Ryan. About your plan to join the.
I might run for FIFA presidency when Gianni Infantino packs it in.
Pascal
I
Neil,
think
hopefully
for
these
you.
games will be played in CC Stadium, not Principality. Now, I asked an FAW insider whether there are any plans to move the World Cup playoffs to the Millennium Stadium /
No.
Principality. And no, they're not. No plans whatsoever.
Hooray! Good.
I think the worry was for these June games is if the Cardiff City Stadium isn't available because of concerts or something. I don't know. That was one of the rumours that there might be like a double book situation and they might have to move a game. I don't know if that's true.
What is the next largest capacity
Or-
stadium
or-
we have apart from the
Swansea,
Millennium?
it'd be
So
Swansea.
Swansea.
No, well, what that's going down in capacity though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
So the next
it
one,
won't
'cause
go
I mean,
down.
not Millennium, just shush. No.
Yeah.
You
Ashton
need-
Gate.
Yeah.
We're going to move Cardiff.
We're going to move
Or
countries
Anfield.
now.
We played games at Anfield.
Saying that, if
Well-
we do beat what's it called, the first one, Austria, and we do get Scotland, Scotland was played at Anfield, if I'm right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Literally just said that, John.
Well,
Oh,
on the podcast, I've been starting an agenda to try and get a 50,000 seater stadium built in Llanidloes
How's
because
that going?
it's not going great. I think I'm the only person who still wants it. But like,
Have you,
to
have
sort
you
of-
started a crowdfunder for it?
no,
It's a
not
bit of a
yet, but that's a
pain
good
in the
idea.
ass,
That's a
I'll
good
be
idea,
honest,
yeah.
right?
Well, but it's easier for North. It's like North. It's right in the middle, isn't it? 50,000 seater in Llanidloes.
Yeah.
Get a train from Cardiff and a train from the north. Boom.
See, it's
in the
easier
middle.
to get to Wrexham. I'd rather go to Wrexham. At least they've got the, what's the Fat Boar, which does amazing burgers. I've been to Llanidloes. I had quite a nice pub meal there, but it was definitely not up in the Fat Boar's kind of.
Yeah,
kind of
but
agenda.
I think with Llanidloes, a 50,000 seater stadium would improve the area around the ground. But
If I'm going to be put out to Wales, I'd rather go
Build
to
build it and they will
Cardiff.
come, you feel?
oh,
You've got to-
Scotland have got Republic of Ireland.
Oh,
Yes,
Oh.
you deserve that. You deserve it.
Oh, they deserve that. Yeah.
They have got a trip to Armenia though, which is tempting.
Oh, I got. Where's Finland gone then? Finland are into
Well, that's a cheap one in it. The Republic of Ireland.
They don't
Finland,
exist.
Romania,
Armenia.
and Montenegro. Oh, now
Don't
come on, that's
exist.
a nice group.
that is quite a nice group.
Finland, Montenegro, and I've forgotten the other one. Though.
Romania, Finland, and Montenegro. Yeah,
nice. Oh, hang on, Norway. They go in the same pot. No.
Yeah, I feel like one or two of those places
Norway,
like Norway and
Serbia, and
Finland,
Slovenia.
they're expensive.
Guys,
Yeah,
I'm beginning
Switzerland as well.
Beginning to hanker
Yeah.
to the days when we weren't as good.
Oh, stop it.
No.
Stop it, you lot. You're just being like hipster bloody
Oh,
Wales
look at us.
fans.
We're going to
Yeah,
go rubbish
no,
again.
that's a good point.
We're
Good
down
point.
with the
You rubbish
kids.
again. Just remember, it was a bit crap when we were rubbish. It was really depressing.
Yeah,
The football was awful.
Football-wise, it was crap.
Yeah,
but...
we had a laugh, but mainly got laughed at. And so
These are all good points. You're all good points. I suppose you have to take the rough with this move. I mean, other than because there was under the time of COVID, when we're playing games in, because there were Champions League games played in literally any country except the one that they were supposed to be in. I just wonder whether we could do that instead. We're like, we've drawn France, brilliant. We're going to play them in Greece.
Yeah, why not? There's going to be a case for it. I mean, if there's enough fans that vote for it, I'm sure even the French fans would like to do that.
Netherlands in Mongolia.
Oh,
yeah.
Ulaanbaatar away.
Yep.
Who?
Ulaanbaatar is the capital of Mongolia, I think it is.
Sounds like the Rumble in the Jungle.
Maybe I've got
the
that
70s.
No, you're quite right.
I think I'm right. Am I?
You're quite right.
I'd definitely take your word for it.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite named capitals, and a Ouagadougou in Burkina Faso.
Sorry, can we say that name again? Ouagadougou.
A Ouagadougou.
Ouagadougou.
Burkina Faso, Ouagadougou by Burkina Faso was taking charge at number 4 in 1987 in the top 40.
I thought it was a burger from Wagamama's.
Yeah. Alan says Wrexham development could increase to about 17k once it's done.
Yeah, I've read recently they're looking at doing up the Cop, and even as a South East Wales fan, like it would be nice to actually try something a bit different. I know how hard, and I even just trying to suck up. Like I know how hard it is for like North Wales people to make the drive down or make the train down, and so it would be nice just to pop up for 1 or 2 games.
It'd be fun, wouldn't it? It would be fun.
Yeah, it would be.
Hang on, guys.
We're on.
We're going to be in.
Right, there we are. There's a
Here we go.
I'm behind.
Yeah,
I bet we got Northern Ireland again.
Which goal are they going? Which highlights are they going to show of us? Do you reckon? There's Italy. Just that's a good goal from Italy.
No.
What are they going to show Nations League highlights or?
They're basically showing lots of League A highlights to show the various countries. So there's Italy smashing the net.
There's Portugal.
Denmark scoring.
Classic.
I'm well behind.
Beauty,
Germany. Where are you at?
I'm
on Germany.
I'm still in the Netherlands because
I'm on Spain. I am, so I'm well behind.
Denmark. There we are. I'm up to Denmark, Germany,
Poland.
I haven't even got a telly on, so somebody let me know.
Okay, we'll keep you apprised.
Well, we've got to do 1 or 2 things. We have to get the signal with the phone, so I'm not half a year behind. Or
it's a good finish that.
Which Wales game?
It's Bale. It's going to be Bale.
Ooh.
Is it?
It's got to be Bale, isn't
Dan
it?
James smashing it into the net.
Ooh.
Dan James against Finland. That was the goal.
That was the goal.
So that's our highlight. Was that one goal?
That was our highlight to say who we are.
Which
was brilliant.
Good goal, to be fair.
Dan James.
Let's be honest. It was the highlight of the entire Nations League for that campaign.
I don't know. No, Johnny Williams' goal. Anyway, we digress. Let's focus. It's going to happen any minute now.
So who's going first?
Robert Pires is going to pull us out Spain.
We'll be drawn out first, won't they? Because I think they've gone from bottom seeds to top, so we'll know which group we're in.
Okay.
Do you want me to tell you?
There we are. Then.
I seem to be.
I got a funny feeling we are going to get England.
Oh no, John!
There's something in the water.
No. The worst thing is they're good now. So
and they're likeable. The players are.
Yeah,
No, I'm being honest now.
I won't like them. I don't care.
No, John is absolutely right.
Yeah,
you have players that you can actually appreciate now.
It's weird, and I don't know what to do. I feel really guilty saying like, "Oh, do you know what? I think Mason Mount's a nice guy," and I feel like I'm betraying a England doer saying it.
But I like some of Belgium's players, but I still told Kevin De Bruyne he's a shit Joe Allen or whatever.
Oh yeah, I still tell him this shit, but they're the most likable compared to whatever they've had before.
Right,
it's weird. Who's out?
So Austria in Group A1 then, right? Good. Okay.
And Czech Republic are in A2.
Here we go.
That's lovely. And
Mendieta.
I tell you what, Mendietta's held on to his looks. Fair play.
We're going to hold on to his balls then.
He's a good look.
We are the last to be drawn. Hungary have just been drawn in A3.
So we'll be A4.
Wow, let's hang on. They might fuck you up.
Man United's in there.
It's not
It is Man United. Oh shit, that's where that Man United one went. Oh no, it was us. Don't worry.
Okay, so we're in A4 then.
Right, let's get-
Hey, we're in
There
Let's
we
get
are.
it. Let's get England out early doors
That's
now.
the,
Someone else.
Oh, it's going to
Because-
tease this one, isn't it?
Pot 3. Now we're going to be last to be drawn all the way through.
Oh, right.
It's going to tease.
Ooh. By the way, the likable Gareth Southgate is the best thing about England because he's never going to lead them to anything, which is fantastic.
Yep.
But it's
Very
very likable
likable
with it.
and not that good.
Likably mediocre.
Likably average.
Yeah.
Right, so that's Croatia are in with Austria.
Oh no.
Good.
The longer England stay in it, the
Yeah,
worse.
yeah,
my
yeah.
I
life's gonna
told
go.
you there's a funny feeling in the water.
Oh,
Okay,
Switzerland are the next out.
Oh,
no.
no. It's going to happen.
Poland is still on though. The dream is still alive.
Go Poland. Come on, Poland.
Ooh.
Come
Go
on.
on, Poland.
England out next.
Here we go.
Come on, Robert Pires.
This is quality.
England!
So we haven't got England.
We got fucking
Come on,
Poland.
Poland.
Come
Poland,
on.
yes! Here we go.
There we
Yes.
go.
How much is a
Come
beer in
on.
Poland?
Oh,
Going to get very drunk on cheap booze.
oh, England,
I mean,
Hungary. There's an unfortunate tie up there. That's,
Yeah, the
that's
racist
gonna
derby.
be fun.
Racist derby.
Don't think
Yeah,
so. With
it-
COVID, they're going to keep fans out of that stadium, is it?
Yeah, it was interesting last night. They played recently, didn't they? It was chaos.
Yeah.
Just
We're
to
on
bring
that,
the
Poland.
just to bring the tone down slightly. I've never been to Auschwitz, so it's an excuse to go, isn't it? So
No, I'd like to
Um,
visit there.
so just to bring the tone down slightly.
Well, yeah,
It's
thanks
gonna
for
be
bringing
like,
that lull
you know
to
when
the
they do
occasion.
those photographs online of like terrible selfies, and there's like there'll be flags at.
Oh, yeah. All the bucket hats there walking around Auschwitz. Jesus.
Right, so, well,
Christ. We'll move on very fast.
We've dodged Denmark. That's good. That's good.
It's happening. We've got the dream draw.
Come on.
What's happening, man?
Spain or
Oh, no,
Portugal.
we've missed
Just one of even just one of them.
Oh,
We
we've missed Portugal.
Miss Portugal. Okay.
Oh,
Okay.
Portugal
All
are
right.
in with Switzerland and the Czech.
Spain, come on.
It's Germany or Holland. You can't go wrong with either.
Germany, I'd like more than Holland.
German and Poland would be a good away.
Germany, Poland.
Yes.
doubleheader.
Ah,
That would be-
Germany, England.
So we've got
Oh, Germany, England, Hungary.
That
Jesus
was it
Christ,
the World War One group. Chuck France or Belgium in there now, and you've got
Yeah.
World War One.
The Italians.
Yeah.
Netherlands.
Oh,
I'll take
dude.
that.
I'll take
take
that.
That's
Oh,
not a
yeah.
bad trip to do.
We,
Quite
we were
easy.
we were robbed of a trip to Netherlands in
Yeah.
June 2020,
Yes.
weren't we? So
Yeah.
that'd be a nice one.
Harry Robinson. Well done, Harry. There you are, mate.
He
done
did
the
get it
travel
right.
far. Well done, mate. Well done.
Oh.
Good lad.
Can I stay around yours, Harry?
Yeah. We're all round to Harry's.
Oh, wait there, Netherlands. What's that football team we had before?
Beer shot. They were in Belgium.
Ajax.
Ah,
Yeah.
beer shop.
Yeah.
I was going to say we could go to beer shop.
We can still go to beer shot, but yeah,
Maybe still
number
still
one.
going.
the
But
grand
that's
place
the
is-
good thing about Netherlands. You could go to like
can go
Antwerp
anywhere.
or
Yeah.
Germany.
Okay,
if
so
you want
France,
to come in.
France have gone into A1 then, so we
Yeah.
missed out France. Okay.
France, Denmark. who
If
did-
we miss Belgium, it's the best. We
We need to get rid of Belgium.
all of the.
Oh,
Spain.
Spain's gone.
Spain's gone.
So wait there, it could be
Italy.
a Belgium-Holland double header.
So Spain, Portugal, Switzerland, Czech Republic.
It could be a Belgium Holland doubleheader. Now you're talking, John.
Yeah. I'm just saying.
Beer shot.
Regardless of Belgium, it's because it's the double header.
Belgium, is it? Italy.
Oh, we've got Belgium again.
Oh,
I don't mind it. Like as a trip, Belgium is a good country.
It's fine, isn't it?
And if they do them as a double header, again, the Belgium-Holland one, I'm just saying there's a lot more potential for more people to go to that than
You'd also like to think, wouldn't you, that like when they get to June, the
Yeah.
players will be so exhausted they'll literally probably play their reserves, won't they, against us? Like, you know,
Well,
they're-
Well,
they
Rambo
hate
and
players.
Rambo and Bale will be fairly fresh, obviously. because
To
they've
be
been-
fair though, because there's no space in the calendar for friendlies before the World Cup. This
Yeah.
is the World Cup warm up. So if we're gonna, this is why I think being in this top league is great because we're gonna have to test ourselves before we hopefully go to the World Cup.
So that's
Well, we've
so
earned the
that's,
right, though.
that's the group
Exactly.
then. So Belgium, Netherlands, Poland, and us. That is the group then.
A3 is horrific, isn't it? Germany, Hungary, England, and Italy.
What a racist group.
What a shocker.
Kyle says, "I feel like we're Belgium's bogey team anyway." So they won't be looking forward to it. They're not going to be looking forward to the College Stadium on a Wednesday night. They're not gonna be looking
Nah,
forward
I
to
think UEFA fix that with the England group because they know they're going to get a ton of fines.
Alan
They
says,
know they're going to
you
get
can
a
easily
ton
get
of
to
match
Belgium.
bans and fines. They know what's coming.
Good travel tips already, Alan. Thanks very much for that. So there we are, and that concludes the UEFA Nations League draw, everybody. So thoughts, feelings, then, guys. After that, John.
I'm over the moon, really.
Didn't ask you, but okay.
Sorry, I didn't realise. Just gonna mute myself.
Honestly, it could have been worse.
Hey, it's £31 for a mic from Amazon. I think you can bloody just talk over anybody.
That's all he's got it for. That's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll take it. I mean, it's a group of red, really, and a bit of orange. I mean, it is just like you're looking on the kit side of things. Colours all pretty much the same.
Yeah.
Apart from, but I would like to see Holland introduce their old not chevrons, but the old what's that kit?
I know what you mean. Yeah. The Hullet Van Basten kit from the
yes.
Yeah, I know. What
They
you mean,
haven't
yeah.
released. They've only had a playing kit ever since then. So before the World Cup, I'd like to see them do that against Wales, home or away, because I think that'd be nice to. Or if Wales could bring us something like that.
Are we going to do a little? We're going to do a little trip then. If it's a double header, say Belgium and the Netherlands in the summer, are we going to do a beer shot? Go via beer shot?
Yes.
Only if you wear that suit.
What, in June?
Yeah.
Yep.
There'll have to be a serious amount of money raised for charity for me to do this.
Fair enough. But I do feel that's good. That's a good point because number one, yes, we always love making money for charity, and number two, you did, speaking on that very issue, you did manage to not do a single half marathon with Andrew Dowling on his 52 half marathons in 52 weeks challenge.
Very, very busy. Very, very busy.
Yeah. So and he did call you out on it several times.
Actually, I don't know if you heard. He did call you out on our podcast, Lawrence, and said if you don't run it with him, he wants a charity boxing match with you next year.
Far too fit for that. And young.
Yes.
As long as Lawrence,
I wouldn't want to.
As long as Lawrence wears that suit.
Yeah.
What, in the boxing match or at the wow, both?
Why don't I get blood on it, Al?
So,
That could be terrible.
Alex, you've got to make that happen. It's on
I'm
you.
going to make that happen. I'm going to book it immediately.
Put Bobby Gould on the undercard.
Yeah.
Bobby Gould never sounds so long.
Yeah.
Brilliant. Harry Roberts is happy about Netherlands, as well. The rest of us will be here. Yes, you can all come to mine, but only if you bring all the beers. Could have been
all of them.
Yeah.
All the beers.
David says best group and doable for Wales. What do you mean by doable?
Survivable, I think.
No. I get what he
Survivable.
means. We could win some
Travelable.
silverware.
Well, we could.
To be
Let's
fair,
be honest.
Netherlands aren't the team they used to be. I know that I think they're slowly coming back up, but they're not. I mean, we've never ever beaten them, so that's not great. But there's a first time for everything.
Yep. Belgium hate us.
We did play them before the Euros in 2016, didn't we? It was a warm-up game, and it was fine. We were doing okay, and then Oren Robin decided to actually turn up.
Yeah, and
He's retired.
I think Emir Hughes scored that day.
He did.
Really?
Yeah, he did.
And Joe Ledley scored either he missed the penalty and then he followed it up and scored. Was it? I think he scored the rebound. It was 3-2.
Yeah.
And again, to lower the tone, it was the same night as the terrorist attacks in France.
You got some really low tones in you, Ryan. I mean,
Ryan. You go.
I don't know why.
Quickly.
I've brought
really
World War One up, Auschwitz, and now a terrorist attack in France. But you know,
I don't know what to
Is this what all of Wales is all about?
maybe. Hey, you got to have the light with the dark. That's what life's all about.
You're gonna put on a t-shirt now.
No,
All Wales.
that'll be on the cover of the new fanzine.
Yeah.
light.
You got to have the orange with the red.
Do you know what's occurred to me though, chaps? Just to divert this a little bit, is I don't think any of those games are Millennium Stadium games. Do you get what I mean? Like,
Yes.
the Netherlands, you might make a little case for, but Poland and Belgium at home, I just don't think. I don't think you can. Like if it's Spain and Portugal, and you can go, wow, maybe Italy. You go, okay, we could do it there, but I
France maybe as well.
France maybe the world stars they got there, but Poland, Belgium, and the Netherlands. I think that's Cardiff City Stadium all day long.
I think Aberystwyth Park Avenue.
Or the Oval in Carnarvon. Come on.
I know you're talking.
What a day out that would be.
What a day out with the
Or Lantwit Major's new ground. Isn't it called the Moon? No, something pig.
Yeah, the Prince Moomin Palace.
Yes. Imagine the game at the Prince Moomin Palace. Imagine having to write on their their shirts before the game, obviously where you played, Prince Moomin Palace.
Brilliant. Bloody hell, it's all war we're in. Yeah.
I'm not usually like this. I apologise.
That says Philip Corrie. Yeah, it's quite right, Bill.
I apologise profusely, and I will keep the tone up from now on.
Holyhead Hotspur Oval. Is that a thing, Phil?
Yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah. Sam Johnson's happy with that draw. I guess I'll stand Brussels quicker than I can to Cardiff.
He's done it again, going da.
Right. I feel that can we at least end on some lights, Ryan?
Yeah.
Can that work?
What can we talk about that's light in the world at the moment? Christmas?
Balloons?
Well,
anyone go to watch some football this weekend?
Yes. Yeah, I was going to go to Cardiff, but obviously that's been canned. So I'm looking at the Talbot versus Plantwit is my backup plan.
Not a bad plan, though.
Never been to the Talbot, so... I've been to Talbot, but not to the ground, obviously.
Yeah, I've driven around it and played plenty of times.
Yeah.
It could be because obviously no Swansea game, no Cardiff game. It could be a great weekend to go and see some proper grassroots football.
Yeah, get out there.
It's like the summer, wasn't it? Grassroots, all our local football had brilliant crowds in the summer. When football just came back to start with, everyone had missed it. There were no kind of Premier League games, and it was the summertime. Got absolutely fantastic crowds right across Welsh football. So get yourselves out in the outdoors, fresh air.
Yeah, the weather's exactly the same.
Yeah, it's always going to be wet.
If
less COVID outside.
If you get on the Cymru football app, there's like a little I've got it up here now. There's a little pin in the top corner. If you click the pin in the top corner, it shows you all the games near you. It's a very, very clever little thing.
And that's in the what? The
Cymru football app.
Cymru football app. Is it really?
So on Saturday, my nearest game is AFC Butetown. This is St. Joseph's FC. So, there we are. Which on AFC Butetown's pitch looks fantastic. I think they've just had it all redone.
I've just been using it to keep track of the Club Peldroid Earth Dan 14s, under 14s. That's who my boy plays for. But it's fantastic that I can do that on there.
Makes you feel like a celeb when they say that you've been subbed on and subbed off.
The score pops up and it's like, oh look, there's the Earth score. Oh, we've lost it again.
I told all my class in school I play for like Newport County or wherever it is. It's brilliant. They actually believe it.
You've just lied to them.
Yeah, and they honestly they're going home going, oh yeah, Mr. Morgan, he plays for a professional football team. Yeah, he plays with Gareth Bale. He does. Believe anything.
Once again, John, I am absolutely delighted, chuffed, and both inspired that you are in fact a teacher. It's always gives me hope for the future. That and the fact that you have, of course, bread as well.
I have. Yeah, should I get him up or not?
Yeah,
I'll bring him up.
Yes.
Oh God, what are you doing? Oh, the baby. Right.
Oh, right. I was wondering what you meant then. You said all I heard was bread, and I didn't know if he had some big French stick downstairs and he was going to bring up and show us.
Wow.
David,
if that's a euphemism, Brian, you're absolutely right.
David, this is for David Owen on the comments. The Cymru Football app. Just go to your app provider on your phone and click Cymru Football, and it's there, mate.
And it's there. And actually, if I play David, it is a really good.
Yeah.
I honestly will say. I don't know why I'm laughing, but I just Lawrence knows why I'm laughing. But it is a really good app. It is tremendous. I absolutely love it. So
well.
Oh, look at that, John.
Look at that. See, this is a hiring of the tone.
Finish on some light. Oh,
There we
wow.
go.
I feel like
There
John's
she
going to do a
is.
ventriloquist act now.
Yeah, it is,
It
yeah.
does actually, doesn't it? You're gonna have your dummy.
Yeah.
Oh.
There we
John, I'm
go.
a small person.
I know.
What do
Well, I
what,
mean,
what do they think of the draw? What do they think of the draw?
What do you think of the draw? Well, I would have wanted Germany, but I will take Poland. I don't mind Poland because Ryan said it's got lots of history.
See, so he's buzzing for it.
Aren't you?
I'm sorry, guys. I'm going to have to break in. I'm going to have to go. Rob Page has just appeared on another screen, so I've got to go.
Ah,
see how it is.
more important than this.
I see how it
Cheers,
is.
That's all right. Fine.
Well,
Tell
I-
him when you're
I
older.
kind of think we can't, you know, we need to finish there anyway, really. Let's face it, there's a baby on screen before Ryan absolutely drops us right through the floor again. I think we should wind
Hey,
things up. I think we'll
I'm
do it.
going to order myself. I'm going to order myself a curry now, and life's going to be all right.
Okay. You
Good
go ahead
shout.
and do that. Well, absolutely splendid. Lawrence Mora, thank you very much for joining us and for that wonderful suit, which, yes, you will definitely be fighting Andrew Dowling in a charity boxing match next week. Yeah, we're going to make that happen.
Yeah.
John Morgan, it's lovely to see somebody with less hair than me on this show. So thank you very much for bringing the Ladwell along. And Ryan March, chin up, hey? Hey, cheer up. Yeah.
Hey, it's not all bad, is it? It's
No,
Christmas
it's not
next
all bad.
week.
Hey, you've been watching Buzz Football Fans then with Violet's Carpets and Pure Vans, and that is the Nations League draw. All done then. It's Belgium, Netherlands, and Poland.
Poland.
That's
Didn't
it.
even know.
That's what it is. Enjoy, everybody. Enjoy. And goodbye. Farewell.
Bye bye.
Nadolig Llawen.